got the laser level set up, so I know the table's level. I know the fuselage is level. Does that show up for you guys? There we go. I get spattering of it every now and then. You can see it. I think that's the camera rate rather than the laser level. So you can see that there, all the way down. Can you see it down there? Or am I standing in the way of it? And there's the mark right there. Rear spars level, level. I've got the bracing in everywhere. I've put the little, that's what your tail fin's going to go into. That's just the bulk piece. It's going to be cut afterwards when I figure out a nice, what I want it to look like, profile. But for now that's sitting there. I've got the back end raised up so that the top longeron is level. And then what I've done, I've got two pieces of really nice wood in there that I've got as fur. And what I've done, instead of, the plan says to cut this to size between the longerons and then put in little fillets, spacers to stick in there so that it's all level. I'm just taking it full length, and then what I'll do is cut out this portion so that just drops right down inside there. If you look on the plans here, the plans want you to cut that long piece so it fits between the longerons and then glue a wedge on top of longeron to make it level and put a wedge on the bottom. I'll still have to put the wedge on the bottom, but I've kept this cross member long enough so that it's outside to the edge of the longeron, and then I'm just going to dado cut that into it, and then it'll just fit right on top. I will have to put that little wedge on the bottom part, but the top part is all one, so it's all one piece of wood going through there. So you see here how it's just one piece of wood, and what I'll do is just cut it out right here up to the level that I've got marked there, and then that will fit right down inside there. So I won't have to make a wedge on the top, which should make that whole piece stronger, because before you're just glued between the longerons. This you're actually sitting right on the longeron. All right, I'll let you see what happens. And by the power of video, there you have it. So the bottom is right flush there according to the plans, and I just cut that little groove out of there. It fits right on there on both ends. It's right up against this, which is directly straight down because that's a 90-degree, level across the top, level here, level there. So that's what I did. And I think that's a better solution than cutting it flush, putting it between the longerons, and then just putting a wedge in there. All right. What still has to come there, there's a little bit of a wedge right here that I'm going to put on there. Where am I? Right there, you can see a tiny little wedge, and then that gets wedged down to be level. Where am I? Little tiny wedge there, and then a little tiny wedge coming down so that the bottom longeron is nice and smooth all the way through there, as per plans here. You got a little wedge right there. Once you get the wedge on here, then you've got the 1/8 ply And then you've got your bottom metal cross member that goes all the way to the other side there. And then just a wedge so that that's nice and smooth with the longeron all the way across there. All right, that worked out better than I thought.